Civilian bodies and the second best bromance in MCU history. This is an easy layup for Hasbro, but did they put as much love in the 2-pack as these bros did their handshake? Find out in this week's review of Marvel Legends Ned and Peter. Ned and Peter attend Midtown School of Science and Technology. After discovering Peter is the friendly neighborhood Spiderman, Ned turns into an impatient child on a road trip.
That's the first time that ever happened. I asked, are we there yet? And we were.
Peter struggles to balance his personal and superhero life, while Ned struggles to find his identity as an Australian crocodile hunter, or whatever hat he's trying on that particular day.
Yeah, he gives me confidence.
Although Peter has tech support built into his suit, Ned volunteers his services as the guy in the chair, unlocking the full capabilities of the suit.
Well then, it's hacking time.
Articulation, bruh.
Peter has a double ball joint at the head and the neck, giving him that much up. With that additional neck joint, you can get him looking all the way down at his feet. A full 360 rotation, and just in the head you get a great amount of tilt. But then when you add the neck joint, who needs friends when you can cry on your own shoulder? A ball joint at the chesticles allows Peter to swivel around, tilts left to right, crunches an itty bitty amount, and less back than Captain Marvel. Arms go right around, and be careful of that bicep swivel because it does have a bit of a gap and feels a little flimsy. You get the deepest of double jointed elbows. The shoulder does hinge up, but again be careful of that bicep. And all the hands swivel around, hinge up and down. His legs kick up this high, not bad for a Spider-Man. Back a little bit, out, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. You also get rotation at the foot, ankles hinge down, up, and rocks as hard as Marty McFly. Ned has a ball and hinge, giving him that much down, a good amount up, some head rotation, and very little tilt. His shirts are one piece, so all you get is a waist swivel.
Expect disappointment and you will never get disappointed.
You get a full 360 at the shoulder, a single jointed elbow where you get rotation, and barely a 90-degree bend. Ball and hinge at the shoulder gets you that much up, hands rotate around, hinge up, and down a good amount. Ned's legs are a little bit thicker, so you only get him to kick up about that much. Kicks back a little bit, kicks out a good amount, thigh rotation, double jointed knees. The foot can swivel back and forth, but the pants do get in the way of hinging down, up the littlest amount, and you can get a good ankle rocker if you maneuver it over the pants.
That's what she said!
Accessories! Does this purse go with my bra, bruh?
Ned is packed in with a camouflage backpack, as well as a masked head sculpt from a very specific scene. Peter also gets a backpack, which he probably lost. Come on, Peter. With great backpack comes great responsibility. Peter is packed in with 2 open hands and 2 fisted hands. He comes with this notebook with no paint and no way of securely holding it in his hands.
So lame.
Considering the trauma and hardships Peter has to go through, you don't see him smiling an awful lot, which makes this head sculpt even weirder.
Go sit yourself.
And this is how well Peter sits in the chair, with both feet touching the floor. With the lack of torso articulation and the shirts getting in the way of the legs, the guy in the chair can't sit in the chair.
The guy in the chair.
Don't do that.
Alright, first up we've got Mafex's Homecoming Spider-Man suit, Marvel Legends Far From Home Spider-Man suit, and you'll notice I did swap the heads. Here we have the Marvel Legends Homemade suit, and from that Homecoming 2-pack with Mary Jane, here's Yellow Jacket Spider-Man. And here's some head swaps. The unmasked head sculpt looks pretty good on the Yellow Jacket Spider-Man, but the head sits way too high on that homemade suit. Next up, we've got Marvel Legends Iron Man with a suitcase that I painted terribly. And from one goatee to the next, here's Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. And to complete the trio, we've got Marvel Legends MJ holding a coffee cup and some sunglasses I found. And I'm not even sure if she's a teenager, but here's Marvel Legends Shuri. And you know what? I don't care what kind of reunion they have in the future, they ain't never gonna knock off these bros. It's Marvel Legends Captain America and Bucky Barnes.
Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts.
Just like real life, Peter is the star of the show, last to arrive and first to leave. Any torso articulation would have helped the guy in the chair into the chair, but if cuts had to be made on someone, I'm happy it was Ned.
Congratulations, the rest of you made the team. Except you and you.
The likeness to these characters is amazing, and the accessories only add to the fun factor. I knew from the promotional shots that I was getting this 2-pack, and after having them in hand, I regret nothing. Like if you're picking this up, dislike if you're not. Let me know if I swayed your opinion either way. I'm always curious to know if I talked you into or out of a purchase. Panic click that subscribe button like it's your neighbor's doorbell and run away. Or better yet, go watch another review, and remember, collect responsibly. This one is pretty good. This one I think you've seen though.